Ouais, c'est les entraînements en commun de cette année m'ont bien aidé ce soir. Je pensais pas qu'on arriverait à tous se remettre sous l'été noir comme ça. Après, alors défaite de cuisine, j'espère que ce n'est qu'un accident, sinon Frank risque des dents de se transfert. Je me suis arrêté à l'université juste à côté du terrain d'entraînement de l'équipe pour regarder un match avec Frank. Ça m'a rappelé ma jeunesse. Frank a l'air de mal vivre cette série de défaites des Lakers. On l'a entendu sur le terrain et ça ne risque pas d'arranger les choses. Frank, on peut plus perdre comme ça. Un poste au jeu. Ouais, je sais que t'en es capable. La victoire était à votre portée. Ce soir, c'est dommage. Je n'arrête pas de vous dire que Frank est flemmard. Mais non, vous ne voulez pas écouter. Et que la vérité qui blesse. Alors Tyler Wilson. Oh mec, j'ai voyagé en jet privé avec Frank aujourd'hui. C'était fou Frank, tu peux me remercier plus tard pour le duo quand on va pas aller au Stone. Souvenez-vous de ce match comme d'une grosse perfection des Kings. Frank, désolé que tu en aies fait les frais, mais je t'avais prévenu mec. My Sport Legend, j'étais dans le tribune pour Lakers Kings et j'ai vu le cousin sur le spectacle. Frank s'est bien débrouillé aussi malgré la défaite. Yvette, Frank, je viens avec ici au match de demain. Cherche-nous à l'échauffement et on se retrouvera après. Pour être pure fête d'été ce soir. C'est quoi cette histoire Frank? Il y a l'intérêt à que ça soit du lourd, lol. On croise Frank et les Lakers au prochain match. C'est toujours bon de retrouver. J'ai pris d'une longue défaite.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, the season hasn't started the way they had expected it to and have come up against some very difficult matchups. Still plenty of time, of course, to make adjustments, and tonight's game will be another opportunity to try to build that confidence this team needs. You know, we've heard so long that Greg Popovich is one of the best coaches in the NBA, if not the best. What sets him apart, Kenny?
Well, he's patient. You know, that's the difference. Well, he keeps these games and seasons in perspective. He looks at the big picture, not the small picture, and he's adaptable. Adaptability is one of the hardest things for a coach to do, because sometimes they get set in their ways and say, this is the way we're going to play. But then all of a sudden you make the...
Même si vous vous abonnez pas, mettez un petit pouce bleu.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from San Antonio as the Spurs take it to the hardwood here at the AT&T Center. So for the Lakers, their last game a loss to the Houston Rockets.
And despite the out...
And we finished one half of basketball.
Coach, you're going to...
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one.
18h50. Alors là, Marcus a le match. Elle est fort, en fort. Il s'est tiré des modulations de tir. Appuie sur L1 pour le prendre à 2 et lui dérober la balle. Il est très dangereux sur le panier. A+. Carré pour le dérober. Le ballon revient avec une longue affaire.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Taking a look at the Lakers. Hawkins, he's in at the 4 spot. Russell is out there with Lou Williams. Then it's Randall. And it's Smith in at the 5, roaming the paint.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Here's Hawkins. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. For so long, Clark, Freak has made it apparent that he wants to be a global star. Isn't that what all these guys really want? And tries to achieve that through endorsements. You wonder if he has taken some of his focus off the game.
Well, you know, it's perfectly fine for any NBA player to sign a few endorsements, but you have to make sure that the main thing stays the main thing. NBA players need to hoop more than they need to worry about their brand.
Spurs trail by 13. Parker kicks it to West. In the corner, it's Aldridge. 5 on the clock. It's Ginobili outside. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. 11 points for Ginobili. Lakers leading by 10. Russell dishes to Freak. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
San Antonio's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Ginobili the pass to Leonard. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Leonard. Parker with no one around. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Boy, a fantastic job by Aldridge to lay into that defender on the screen.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Hawkins, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Taking a look at some numbers for West. How he did last season. Put up about 10 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Allen Bear comes in for Julius Randle. And Brandon Bass subbed in for Jason Smith. That one is no good. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs in their last game, a loss to the Pelicans.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound up getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was not just aggressive, it was reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars in a game of basketball.
And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And he gets the bucket. Green's got 13.
Well, this here is a game. Good run to close the gap.
Yeah, they've done a great job to get back within striking distance. Really a solid comeback effort here.
Mills is checked in for San Antonio. And Los Angeles making a change. And it's the Spurs ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. West is out there with Parker. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Duncan. That's the San Antonio 5. Parker outside. And so it's San Antonio with the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater efforts.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra.
David, this was a game not for the faint of heart. How did you guys play through the physicality?
Yeah, you know, it's a bunch of smart guys in this locker room. Guys know time and place. We want to be aggressive, but also want to be smart with it. So, the game got a little chippy, but by that time, we had a good lead.
Congratulations, David. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, LaMarcus Aldridge. He's racked up a double-double with points and rebounds tonight, and that made the difference. A terrific effort on both sides of the floor.
This is what you love to see out your star players. He's the guy you rely on to give a team a win. Both ends of the floor, shouldering the scoring load.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoy.
When the team is struggling like you guys have been, how do you avoid negative thoughts getting in your head?
Ain't no negative thoughts going on in my head. Look, you need to check yourself before you start popping off about what's in the man's mind, yo. Next question.
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
Honest answer? No, I'm not. I feel like we're a better team when I have the ball in my hands because of the way I create. Simple as that. Get me the ball, and the wins will follow.
Word is spreading that you're causing some real drama with your off-court commitments, missing appearances, failing to fulfill contracts. Do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, mind your business. This press conference is supposed to be about what happened in the game tonight. You know, on the court. So let's leave your ridiculous answers alone, and let's talk about what we're supposed to be talking about. You know what, buddy? Let's not. I think I'm done here. Thank you all.
J'ai été interrogé par des journalistes là, après le match et ils m'ont demandé et elle m'a demandé si c'était vrai. Et lui il a dit
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, they've had some struggles so far in the early part of the season, but they've been modifying their approach and their game plan each time out. Well, they haven't seen the hard work pay off yet. This is a team that's vocalized their dedication to doing whatever it takes to continue to improve. And there were rumblings about DeMarcus Cousins getting traded or wanting out last season. Ownership said they wouldn't trade him for anyone and put those rumors to rest.
Listen, it would be impossible to get equal value for the Cousins trade. He's not going anywhere. He's already a top center in the league and still very young. He just has to learn to get along with upper brass to win a championship.
And you've heard it from upper brass. So the center is the hardest position to fill. So at 25, would you trade a guy like Cousins?
The Kings play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it for you live here from Sacramento, California. This game marks the end of a road trip for the Lakers. They're looking to snag one here before heading home. And, of course, Carl Landry getting set. Marcus Thornton. And then for the Lakers, Hawkins comes in for Roy Hibbert. Young is subbed in for Tony Snell.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Hawkins passes to Young, uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 10.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now. No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Hawkins. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. The Lakers in 5th.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
The drive by Rondo from 10 feet out, and he overshot that one, missing.
Not pretty. You've just got to shake off a miss like that.
Young with the ball. Picked up by Collison. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Rufus checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. The Lakers also changing it up. Samuel Dallin. And the first half comes.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. Such a big part of the first half was the scoring punch we got off the bench. That gave us a whole other element that they just didn't have the ability to deal with. I will give you credit for your offensive rebounding. You really fought hard to keep possessions alive, and it's paid off. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break. So it's Sacramento picking up the win, probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark.
Well, Rudy, congratulations.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. He gets jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
He put on such a well-rounded display offensively. He knew exactly what he wanted to do to break down the defense. Even when they made adjustments on him.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Bon, on a passé l'après-match, mais on a perdu 97 à 102. Quand il je joue 2 minutes.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they haven't yet found their groove. They're still trying to make adjustments to try and change the momentum here early in the season. Each game out right now, as their coach has reiterated, is another invaluable opportunity to refine their approach and make improvements. And let's talk for a moment about Derrick Rose. He's missed so much time the past several seasons with injuries. Kenny, is it too much to expect him to return to his former level, his MVP level?
Well, maybe not the MVP level, but he still can be a serviceable all-star, meaning he might not be able to dominate for 82 games, but he could do it for 40. And then he could do it for playoff time. So I do think the knee surgeries took a little toll on him, as they would any player, but I still think he has a lot left in the tank.
He might be able to get back to his MVP level, but that's going to take a full season. A full season of injury.
Let's meet the visiting team, the Chicago Bulls. At small forward, Jared Dudley. At the other forward position, Taj Gibson. At point guard, Derek. At the other guard
Two
position.
teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Bulls in this one. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark. And so it's a close.
Well, Roy, it's terrific for
Your Lakers, 43. The Bulls, 39.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter. Brandon Bass subbed in for Randall. McDermott's checked in for the Bulls. So the Bulls 5 right now. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler is the 2. And it's McDermott at the 3 spot. For Los Angeles, they have put up good numbers in the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. For Chicago, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. High arcing shot, and it's sent back by Russell. Here's Rose. And again, Chicago, no good.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Young with no one around and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Chicago has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Outside Gibson. Outside Butler. Gasol, a screen on Williams. To the wing right side. Rose gets a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And it's 7 points for Derrick Rose. Russell against Rose. Gasol with the steal. Butler attacking. Can't get it to go. Good defensive work there by Young. Williams with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. Steps back and fires. Rebound by the Bulls. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
Young outside. There's the dish to Freak. Outside, Russell. Inside, here's Hawkins. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
No good on that one. And some changes here for the Lakers. D'Alembert comes in for Young, and Smith subbed in for Brandon Bass. The Bulls also changing it up. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Felton in for Derrick Rose. McDermott kicks to Felton. 1:43 left to play in the third. Pass to Portis. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. They get it back. Noah. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Freak dishes to Russell. He feeds it to Freak. And there's the pass to D'Alembert. Williams for 3. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Butler's got his 8th rebound here tonight. McDermott kicks to Butler. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off.
Lakers trail by 21. Hawkins in at the 3. D'Alembert's out there with Roy Hibbert. Then it's Nance. And it's Snell in at the point guard position. That's the Laker 5. To the middle. Here's Dudley. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
From deep, some solid defense from Rose.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bulls.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
No, they didn't. They found their way inside effectively all game long. Penetration always produces results.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Pau Gasol. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Bairstow, he's checked in for Chicago. Out to Nance. He dishes it to Freak. D'Alembert sets a screen for Russell. Tries to snap the cold streak. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
Now Felton. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get it.
Well, nice win for you tonight, Joakim. What was the attitude of the team coming into this game and just in general?
Yeah, we played hard tonight. We're getting better. We're getting better.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet. Pau Gasol, he found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded. What are your thoughts, Kenny, on his game tonight? And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jets.
Bon voilà, on va finir le match. Donc on va finir le match ainsi de calme et serein. On a perdu 82 à 70 je crois. Comment on peut gagner quand on a voyez, je vais faire l'entraînement avec vous en direct, même si je sais qu'il n'y a personne qui regarde.
Listen up. We're good, but we could be better on the defensive end. Set it up. Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go.
Apparemment, la classe est bien, mais il y a encore plus de faire. C'est bien. Comment il va? Deux commentaires. Mais j'en ai mis un, comment on me compte? Non. J'ai même pas attendez. Mais pourquoi c'est pas mon tir? J'en ai marqué un en plus. Ça a 5 secondes, hein, c'est pas toute la vie. Mais c'est à mon tour de jouer. Mais non, il a même pas récupéré, c'est quoi ce truc? Non, il va remarquer, ça va faire 3. Allez, bim, bam. Il va mettre le troisième. Il y a pied. N'importe quoi. Je sais pas le basket. Encore. Et je viens juste de me tirer. Voilà, c'est bon. C'est fini.
Okay, we're good on the drills for now. Let's make sure we're getting better every day.
Devam kaldırabiliyor.